Your testimony. Listen. Even before I pray, he heard my knees, he answered me. So basically, he has done it for me. He has taken away my fears and given me peace of mind. He has done it for me. He has taken away my fears and given me peace of mind. He has taken away my fears and given me peace of so thank you. He has done it for me. See the way he answered me. So that you could, so that you could, so that you could. He has done it for me. See the way he lifted me. So that you could, so that you could. He has done it for me. Let the trumpet play. When I was worried I couldn't sleep, he was walking behind the scene. Oh, so that you could, he has done it for me. He has taken away the pain and given me joy and victory. He has done it for me. Has he done it for you, sister? So that you could, so that you could, so that you could. He has done it for me. So that you could, so that you could, he has done it for me. So Rachel, he has done it for me. He has done it for me. How many of you like high life? How many of you like high life? This is the highest life music. Yes. 2 people on board. Once we have 10 people, we are going to start. I don't know if you like this song, but I've been playing this song since morning, and I thought to play it while I wait for other people to join. So as you join, kindly drop and hello in the comments so that I know who is watching, so I can give you a live shout out. But while we are waiting for others to join, you have to listen to this music with me.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Tobechuku, the silver beauty. Thank you, ma'am, for joining. Tobechuku, he has done it for me. Tobechuku, Tobechuku. Hey, Madam Emuna, thank you for joining. Is that your testimony? Listen. Tobechuku, he has done it for me. He has taken away my fears and given me peace of mind. Tobechuku, he has done it for me. Tobechuku, 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 he has done it for me. He has done it for me. Let the trumpet play. Hi, Ada Bright. Thank you for joining. It is nice seeing you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for joining. He has taken away the pain, given me joy and victory. He has done it for me. Tobechuku, he has done it for me. Hello, Madam Obi. Hello, Madam Jane. Hello. Tobechuku, he has done it for me. See, I'm happy. My cheek is already paining me. I'm smiling because Tobechuku, he has done it for me. Hi, Madam Obi. Mochuku. Thank you. Yes, 6 people on board. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more people, and we are good to go. I hope you guys are enjoying my music. Can you hear it? Should I increase the volume? Should I increase it? He has done it for me. Let me play something.
Get free music on dodo.com.
Maybe I shouldn't pack my head. Faithful and gracious. Hi, Madam Temitope. Thank you for joining, ma'am. The thunder fills his Can you guys hear this music that I'm playing in the background? I'm waiting for us to reach 10. You know, when you organize the program for women, that's this is how it feels like. You need to wait, you need to shout, you need to, you know. I'm just going to talk about a lot of things in this first, first, first. I will worship you forever, love you forever, because this God is too good. Oh. You guys, have you realized that God is too good? Love you forever, because this God is too good. Oh. No. Don't look too far to see how good it is. Yes, good at me. He took me from the miry clay, and my feet on the ground. I'm standing in His righteousness. Oh, He took away my sin and shame. Gave me a shine. His beloved and the redeemed. Look how He's turned my life around. Made me a shining light. His glory to reveal. I will worship you forever. This God is too good. I will worship Him forever. Because of those He's done. Oh, taste and see that He's good. His song is sweeter than the honey. In a honeycomb, His God is so good. I worship you, Jesus. This God, Jesus, you're too good. Jesus, your love is too much. Oh, your grace, your amazing grace. Your love is holy. His love is so deep. I don't deserve it, but I'm grateful always. I don't deserve it, no lie, but you love me anyway. So I worship you forever, love you forever. This God is too good. Okay. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies. So we are going to start. You know, I said if we are not up to 10 live, okay, plus me 5 right now. If we are not up to 10, that I wasn't going to start. But why should I keep delaying those of you that have joined because of people that have not joined, right? So I'm going to start right now. So if you can hear me, kindly drop hello in the comment section. Say good evening, Dorcas. Say good evening, Dorcas. So I can see that I have 5 people here. 5 of you that are live with me, can you please drop a comment? Say hi, Dorcas. Good evening, Dorcas. Hello, Kafila. Thank you for joining. Hello, Madam K. Thank you for joining. It is good to have you here with me. Good evening, Kafila. Good evening to you too. Who is here? Who is here? Please drop a comment so that I can greet you back. Then we will dive right into the business of today. So as you're joining, you are most definitely welcome, because it is because of you that tonight's session is going to hold. Now, you know, yesterday I was just trying to create content for the day. And I thought, I say, what if I can organize a hangout and talk to women like me, like have a discussion one-on-one, help them ease of the stress of being a woman that is Nigerian, that is either living in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, being a mother and just living life and surviving as a woman generally. So because I know that there are so many perks that women. Hi Esther, thank you for joining. Esther is my coach, is my TikTok coach. Esther, I see you. You see this special treatment I'm giving you. I want you to give me special treatments in our coaching program. So I thought that, okay, what if I can organize a session like this? Actually, I wanted it to be just 10 women. That was the plan. I wanted to just host 10 women where I can do a heart-to-heart session with 10 of them. Then we talk about so many things. But immediately I dropped the post, I saw that people were interested, and I said, okay, maybe the Holy Spirit wanted me to do more. Maybe I can actually do more, reach out to more people. Then I decided to open the floor for everyone to join. Now, would you believe? Hi, Madam Emuna, thank you so much for joining. So, would you believe that I got over 200 comments? But here, we are just 8 of us. And no vex, we are just going to continue, right? So, when I saw the 200 comments yesterday, I saw that, okay, women actually need this particular initiative that myself, I'm still trying to gather what God is telling me. Like, I'm still trying to gather the whole of the information, what God really want me to do with this particular program, this particular initiative that dropped in my heart yesterday, right? So I don't know, like this idea is still forming in my head, but I actually was depending on today turnout to know if this is going to be a monthly program, if this is going to be an initiative that I will put in my best to go. You guys know that anytime I put my heart to doing something, I make sure to give it my best. So I wanted to look at how today will turn out, and you and I, like you watching me right now, will decide if this is something that you want to be part of for a very long time. But I don't know if I am encouraged. I don't know if I am discouraged. I'm encouraged because 9 of you saw that this is going to be really useful to you. And I'm discouraged because out of 200 people that indicated interest, it's just 9 people. But nothing spoiled, right? So I wrote down two people, two set of people that I want to talk to today, right? I wrote it down. Actually, this is not, there's no topic. Like, I don't have a topic. I'm just going to talk about so many things. I just want to talk about so many things, right? But there are two set of people that I'm going to be addressing today, and I hope that you fall within these two set of women. One, the ones who aren't sure what they want to do with their lives yet. Now, the women that aren't sure of what they want to do with their life yet, and two, the ones who are too sure of what to do with their lives. So I fall into one of these categories, and it's the second category. I have one, the women who aren't sure of what they want to do with their lives yet. They are still trying to navigate so many things. And the other ones are the ones that are too sure of what to do with their lives. Now I'm going to break this down really, really well so that it's going to be relatable. You will understand. All right, you understand the point that I'm trying to make. Now let's talk about the women who aren't sure of what they want to do with their lives. Now, the part of the world where you and I come from, the part of this country where you and I are from, we know that it is just recently that women are coming out to do so many things. Otherwise, we wanted to go to school, we wanted to grow up, make sure to get a good man that's going to marry us. And when I say good, the good doesn't even mean the person should have a good character. We just want, sorry, excuse me. We just want a man that can cater for us, and that is that. All right. Now from that we moved to a point where women started doing so much. Like, women started doing the most. We started going into businesses, we started going into tech, we started coming out to speak, we started becoming activists, we started doing a lot of beautiful things. All right, a lot of beautiful things. We started doing it, but in between all of these things that are happening, you get to find out that women are still tied up. Like, it is in Nigeria that I am afraid of targeting women when I am trying to sell something. Anytime, if you ask me, like, if you come to me, because I sell online, all of you know that. If you come to me and ask me that I want to sell, who are the people I should target with my ad, whether I'm with my ad or whether I'm selling organically, I'm selling with content marketing, or I'm selling with ad, who should I target? I will always tell you not to target women. All right, I will always tell you not to target women, because the percentage, the conversion rate of women that are going to buy from you or make you achieve whatever result it is that you are looking to get from whatever it is that you want to promote, will be really low. So let's say you run a promotion, you are marketing something, you targeted women, you targeted married women, single girls, women generally. You realize that at the end of the day, out of 100 women that will come to you, one has the money to buy, two are begging you to reduce price, and the other one is telling you to, and two are telling you to let them in for free. Then the rest of the 95 are not interested because they don't have money to buy. And that is why on my ad, I try as much as I can to remove anything that has to do with women whatsoever. I am a woman, and even if I know that there are so many things that I am yet to be able to afford, there are so many things that I can afford. There are so many things that I can't afford yet, and there are so many things that I can afford. If I want to go broke, completely broke, there are so many things I can afford. If I want to not to go completely broke, there are so many other things that I can afford. And there are women like me out here who actually have the resources to buy all of these things. Now, the point I am trying to make is the fact that women are still stuck. Like, we are still stuck between raising children, going to school, being caretakers of our siblings, and doing so much. And amidst all of these things, we are still struggling to be seen. We are still struggling to be heard. We are still struggling. Like, the battle is unending. And that is the reason why I grouped all of us into just two groups. One of the group is women who are still confused about what to do with their lives. And the second set of people are women who know too much. Like, they are already aware of the things they want to do with their life. Now, let me talk about the people who are still confused of what to do with their lives. Now, this particular set of women are they are exposed to so many things. So in front of them, they have the opportunity to grow online. They have the opportunity to learn something. They have the opportunity to practice a skill that they already learned. They have the opportunity to start a family or grow the family they already have, as the case may be for you. They have the opportunity to go back to school. They just have too many opportunities, and now they are confused. Now, how did I know? I have a friend, and she's going to be leaving for the UK next week, hopefully. And she's leaving through study visa. That means she's going there to go to school. And for the past 2 months, we are still struggling with what she's going to do when she gets there. Now we are still struggling with, what am I going to do when I get there? Is it just about looking for jobs? I have a child, I have a husband, my child is just 3 years old, and all of that. Now, this is a phase that many women find themselves. They find themselves in a situation where there are too many things to do, and you don't know the one to go for. Now, this initiative that I came about, this women's hangout with the brilliant Dorcas, is going to help with all of these situations. But I don't know if you are interested. I don't know how much you want this, right? I don't know how much you want this. And the second set of people are the people like us who know too much. Like we know too much. I have gotten so many skills. I know all of these things. In fact, if you present if you present a course to me right now and you tell me that this course is going to teach you this, it is actually possible that I know 80% of whatever it is that you're going to be teaching. Now, there are women like me who know too much. They have learned so many skills, they have mastered the skills, they have opportunities to get good jobs, they got married to amazing partners, they have children. Yet these women are still struggling to break out. Like they're still struggling to be out there, they're still struggling to be really happy. Now, what do I mean by struggling? What I mean is the fact that you know this thing, you know so much that you cannot even bring yourself to processing anyone. Like you cannot bring yourself to achieving any of these things. You're just stuck. Every day you wake up and say, okay, maybe I should do this one. Then you start it at a point, you stop. Then you say, okay, I think this one did not work, even when you know that you didn't try too hard. Then you go for something else, it didn't work, you stopped. Now, this is something that is happening to the best of us. It has happened to me before. I don't know if it still happens, because right now I am someone who face one course until I succeed. Unless that course is actually not for me, then I can actually politely and bluntly give up. Otherwise, if I say I want to do something, I make sure to do it to the very end. All right. Now, these are the two things that I would like us to look for different topics to talk about, to trash, to discuss, to do heart to heart talk, for us to share it, even if we are going to be sharing it anonymously, share our mistakes, the mistakes that we have made, the mistakes that we think we are about to make, the things that we've done wrong, all of the stuff. That is what this is about. So all the mistakes, whether financial mistakes, whether life mistake, whether relationship mistake, all of them fall within these two categories of people that I mentioned: the people that know too much and the people that are still confused. Now, let me talk about living as a woman, like living your life as a woman. You know, until recently, I was one of those persons who believes in destination, like destination achievements. I don't know how to put it for you to understand. Like, I'm someone who will say, when I am 30, I am going to eat this. When I am 20, this, I'm going to do this. When I am this, I'm going to do that. But I see that most times it is we women that sacrifice all of our lives to do this. You know, 1 week ago, I turned 26 years old, right? Good evening, so with you all know. Now, 1 week ago, I turned 26 years old. And when I was celebrating my birthday, I told myself that I was going to live every single day. Now, what I mean by living every single day is the fact that I don't want to ever say, no, I'm going to wait until weekend before I do this. So if I crave for something and I can afford it, I'm going to go for it. If I wish to travel with my partner and I look at my income, or I want to travel with the girls, or I want to do a solo travel all by myself, and I look at my income, I tell myself that with my source of income right now, if I start saving for this trip, in the next 5 months, I'll be able to raise money to go on this trip. Now, I'm going to save for my travel without thinking about this money that I want to use for travel. I can put it in my children's savings account though, for their school when they grow up. I will not say this money that I want to use for travel, I can give it to my husband to add in the building project. I'm going to live my life. Enough of destination, whatever. Most people get married and they tell themselves that I'm going to devote 15 years of my life to raise children. 15 years of my life to raise children. Throughout that 15 years, you did not learn a skill, you did not grow anything, you are just there. You gave birth to 3 children, you waited until the first child is 15 years. Then, when the children are now grown up, maybe they went to boarding school or they can actually fare for themselves, and the world has moved on, moved on, moved on. You are now aged, you are now not really aged, but you have now waited too long, and you just cannot bring yourself to doing so many things. That is when you want to come and start your life again. And that is why we have lots of people who are 50 years old and they are still confused with their life. There are a lot of women who are 50 years old, they are still confused with their life. They are 60, their children are all grown up, their children are all adults, and they just are not happy with the way their life is turning out, or with the way they are living their last years on earth. Now, that is not the kind of community of women I want to build, right? I want to teach you, or I want to share with you, or I want to hold your hand, or whatever way that we're going to be doing it. It might not be teaching, because I actually don't know so much about women topic, right? I don't know so much about relationship. I don't know so much about money management. But what I know so much about is taking charge of your life as a woman. Now, I am not a feminist. This is a spoiler. Now, I'm not a feminist because there are so many things that a man does that I'm not interested in knowing how to do. Now, one of it is, it is very funny, but I try. Like, this video that I'm doing, I called my husband earlier on and I told him I'm going to go live, that I want him to come and on gen for me. Now, I've on this gen several times, but I try my best, right? I try my best not to do what a man should do. I am not interested. Like, I don't want to be the head of the family. I just want to live. So maybe if the definition of feminism is equality, I am not interested in equality. I want to live my life. I want to enjoy myself. I want to work and save and work for my future. Like, I don't want to build a life where my children will grow up, they have everything they need, they are out of my life, they're out of me and my husband's life, and we are just here saying, this is my mate, this was what he was able to do, and I could not do it because I was sacrificing for my children. Now, we are going to sacrifice for our children, and we will also make the sacrifices for ourselves. Now, that is what everything about this hanging out with brilliant Dorcas is going to be about. We are going to talk about how to live. We're going to talk about money management. We're going to talk about saving money for something. We're going to talk about hello, can you guys still hear me? Please, if you can still hear me, let me know. I think Okay. Okay, I'm back now. I'm back now. Can you guys hear me now? Really sorry. Really sorry. I'm back now. Hello. Hello. Are we still here? Hello. Please, can you guys hear me so that we'll continue and hello, 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 hello. I need to be sure that people are hearing me so I can continue or stop. Okay, okay, okay. Someone say she can hear me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, as I was saying before, the network interrupted. I just want to raise people that are ready to work because I realized that the reason why very few people or very few women, let's just limit whatever we are saying here to women, are really excelling in whatever industry or whatever thing they are trying to do with their life is because they are not ready to really do the work that is involved. So let me even give an instance because we will soon round up the program, but we'll round up with so many conclusions, right? Now, let me give you an instance. When I got into the market, the sales and marketing niche, Facebook ad to be precise. Now, I realized that many people already knew how to run ads. Many people were already teaching how to run ads. Now, I knew so many Facebook ad coaches. I knew so many sales and marketing coaches. I knew a lot of people that were doing that same thing. Now, the first thought that came to my head was that this particular business model is already saturated. I don't think I can break through the noise. I don't think I can actually excel or make people even notice me. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I don't know if you guys are still here. Please, if you know you can hear me, kindly drop a comment that you can hear me. So I realized that it looked like, I'm not going to say the market was saturated. It looked like everyone was doing that particular business that I am doing, right? It looked like everyone was doing that particular business that I want to start doing. Now, that particular thing tampered with my self-esteem. I had inferiority complex and imposter syndrome from the beginning. But when I started doing the business, I started selling. I started doing small change here and there. Then I realized that there is so much work that I need to do if I needed to make more money. Like if I needed to excel in the Facebook ad niche, there was so much that I needed to do. Then at that point, I started looking for people that were making the amount of money that I wanted to make in that particular industry. Now, I met a whole lot of them. I met one. One is my guy, Bamidele Oyelami. I met Believe Chika, that is actually one of my one-on-one coaches. I paid him six figure for a one-on-one coaching session. All right. Now, I met all of these people, and one thing stood out. One thing stood out, and that thing is the fact that there were so many things that they were doing that other people were not doing. What are those things? They learned more skills. They learn how to design their sales pages. They learn how to build funnels. They invested time into their marketing. They were doing consistent follow up in their business. And I decided that I wanted to do all of that. I got the web design course. I paid the web design coach. I I got website and domain. I designed the website. I built my funnels, and I did a whole lot of overhaul on my business. And immediately I did it, I knew that that particular process took a lot of money from my hand. And this was like 2 years into the business, 2 years into 2 years into trying to sell online and going through the same circle of making 30,000 naira per month. And at the end of the day, the 30,000 naira was not enough. Now, the first month after I did all the overhaul and did the extra work in my business, the first month I did 525,000 naira. Now, this was really surprising for me. It was really a surprise. I was like, whoa. So I can actually move from 45,000 naira and 50,000 naira highest monthly income to 520,000 naira per month. Now, before I was able to make that 520,000 naira the first month, I did so much work. Like, I had to change a lot of things in my business. I had to go the extra mile. I had to invest time, energy, resources, employ more hands, did so many things. Now, immediately I left that ladder. Like, I left that point where I was doing really low fees. Like, I was really making little money. I discovered that the top had very few people. Like, the people that are really cashing out from this particular industry were really, really few. That was when I knew for a fact that no industry is saturated at all. No business, no industry, everything you want to do that it looks like people are already excelling and you cannot break through. The people that are cashing out or are excelling in that particular niche are really, really few. Now, it might look like it's saturated because the people on the surface that are eating the crumbs are few. Those people are not ready to do the work. Those people are not ready to put in the energy that is involved. Those people are not ready to go the extra miles. They are the ones that are looking around. So they are the ones that are looking around the surface and eating from the crumbs. They are the ones that are making you feel like, or making you think that this particular industry is saturated and you cannot thrive. Now, this particular initiative is going to break you free from that mindset that you cannot do it. Because if you put in the right energy, the right time, the right resources, there is nothing that you cannot do. So I'm looking to actually hang out with women that want to do better. That, like, they have the drive, they wish to do this thing, and they want to go for it. All right, they want to go for it. So I don't know if this is something that we can do once a month. Then if in the future the thing does well, then we can take it physical, then we can take it international. So let's talk. Is this something that we can do? Can we plan for something? Can we plan for something like this? So that we will pick a topic. But there's something I want us to do. If you actually know that this particular, if you actually know that this particular initiative is something you want to support, I'll need you to support me by making a post I'm going to drop the group link. Make a post, invite other women to join, talk about how today was, how even if we had glitches, even if we have glitches tonight, we know that subsequently it's not going to be like this. But if you think that this is an initiative that you like, I would like you to make a post, invite other women, talk about it, talk about how today started. Is everything that I said, is this something that you like and you like to invite your friends to come and join? Now, I don't know if you have other questions or suggestions, so I'd like you to drop them, then I'll talk about it, then we'll round up. We'll talk about it, then we can now round up. Do you have questions? I'm waiting for you guys. So, hi Jane, can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Let's talk now. You guys, do you have questions concerning this initiative? Do you have, this is something that, can you guys hear me? This is something that I want us to be having live hangout once a month. Then from there we can see if it is something that we want to take physical, if it is something we want to, you know, grow. Now, of course, the hangout is going to be free. Once it's online, it's going to be free. But if it's physical, then we know that physical is going to need us to rent halls and do all of those things. That one is going to be paid. But let's not even go there yet, because we are not even sure. We are not even sure if this is an initiative that you guys are ready to dive into, right? So, you guys, what are the questions that you have concerning this? And what are the suggestions that you like to drop? And also, all of us have one assignment. Whether you're watching this as a replay or you are watching it live, tomorrow I would like all of us to make a post, talk about how today ended, talk about how today's hangout was, what we discussed, and how you think that this is going to support other women. Then we'd like you to invite other women to join, because we are looking to do so much for women like us, right? Okay, so this is 8:47. Once it's 9 p.m., I'm going to end the live. So I'm just going to wait for you guys to ask your questions, right? If you know that you're just joining, I'd like you to watch the replay. Now, let me do a summary of what we said. I talked about women who